Hello everyone, FlyOver here and welcome to the new tutorial. And in today's tutorial I'm gonna show you how to read navigational charts. Okay, so we are here with our familiar route from the last tutorial about G1000. So I'm using this exactly same route because it's already familiar to you. So we already fly that route and we know everything. So you exactly will know what I'm talking about, right? Okay, so to access navigational charts, you will either have to have a subscription to Navigraph or to Jeppesen. There is a program called JepView, and I believe you can access chart from there, or you can just have subscription to Navigraph, and it's not much. It's something like, I believe, around $10 per month or something like that. It's really not big deal. But also you can find certain charts on internet, but not that good and not that updated like on Navigraph, because Navigraph really update their charts every month. And also with that subscription you get access to SimBrief, you get access to the charts, and you get access you can also you have navigational data, which is you put into your simulator, so your airplane FMC can read from that every month, fresh navigational data, right? Or data, whatever. Sorry about my accent. Anyway, okay, we are here in our familiar route, and we know that we are starting from airport Split in Croatia, and we are ending in airport Zagreb in Croatia, and we have our route together with our departure and arrival and everything. So let's search for Split charts first. Okay, there they are already here. So what we have here, first some spaces. You can see this is what actually Split approach will control and other stuff. It's not something that you should be bothered with, but we're gonna click here and we're gonna open the charts. If we go here to the ref charts first we have minimum altitudes, radar minimum altitudes. That is something you should look. So you when you take off and when you're flying around here, you know exactly what is your minimum safe altitude that you can fly, especially if you're flying with the small airplane which doesn't have FMC or something like that. And also you have here noise abatement procedure, which actually every airport have. So it is always wise to read and you know, stick to that. But what are we interested now is standard instrument departure. So that is going to be SID or SID, standard instrument departure. Before I'm go and found our departure chart, I'm gonna look to taxi chart, because if I don't know how to taxi to the runway, I cannot depart, right? So first we're going to check our taxi. We have airport briefing. This is just some information about airport. As you can see, this is requirements for pilot flying, about traffic patterns and everything, taxi procedures, and then you can have a briefing about departure and arrival, and then you have takeoff minimums. And also you have a diagram of the runway and whole airport, so you can see if there is any restrictions, I don't know, for your wingspan or something, you can find on this chart. And also you can see parking stands, and you know, for example, if you are parked on parking 4, that you need to go back, you need to taxi here on Alpha, and then left or right, depends. Or if you are taking off from runway 23, then you will taxi here and on Bravo and then go there. And of course you can already see here and also from that other chart that actually we don't have taxiway all along the runway. So that means we will have to perform backtrack here if we taxi to the beginning of the runway. That is something you should just know. Okay, let's go to standard instrument departure. This is actually something we need the most. So we have our departure there. If we look here, we have Sirmi to Echo departure. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna find our Sirmi to Echo, and there it is. You just search through all of these departure charts until you find your. So if you click on Sirmi to Echo, what we have here, let's zoom in a little bit and let's scroll and let's go from the beginning to the end. So here you have frequency of split radar, which is something you should be connected after you depart, but that is something that tower will tell you. They will tell you after you depart, after you take off from runway, they will tell you switch to split radar 120.875 or whatever. Here is our airport elevation. This is related to the sea level, so it is 78 feet above sea level. You have also transition altitude of 10,000 feet, which is important when you're taking off, right? And after takeoff, contact split radar, you have frequency here. Here is stated what is departure for. So this is all departures for runway 23. You can see if we click here maybe on this one, then we can see that this is actually departures for runway 05. But we are back to our 23 because that's how we take off last time. So we need to find our departure. Our departure is Sirmi. We know we're flying to Sirmi, right? So we can disregard Unipa, Rempi and everything else. We can disregard. So we are only interested for Sirmi. And now we follow from the airport. Actually, that's it. So what else we have here? Here say this departure require minimum climb gradient of 389 per nautical mile. So that means 400 feet per nautical mile climb. So that means you must have powerful aircraft which can climb fast, practically. And here it tells you what actually your climb rate should be regarding to your ground speed. So if you are taking off with 100 knots and if you want to climb 389 feet per nautical mile, you need to set up your climb rate to 648 feet per minute. Everything you have on chart, just need to look. Initial climb clearance is 5,000 feet, and what we have here, we have written explanation for every departure. So let's say for our Sirmi to Echo, climb towards Dvn, that is Drvenik NDB. Drvenik NDB is this one. So climb toward Drvenik NDB. That's exactly when we take off. We are going in the direction of this Delta Victor November NDB. So climb towards Delta Victor November NDB at D50. What that mean? D50. That is distance. Distance is 5. That means 5 nautical miles. Ist. That means until here. See? Here say D50 here. And after we reach 5 miles, we turn right into heading 319. As it's stated here, we're turning right into heading 319. See, this is heading. This is heading. Okay. So keep that heading until distance of 42.3 miles from Zulu Delta Alpha. That is Zadar VOR, and you have here frequency, so you can tune the frequency of Zadar VOR, which you can already catch here when you take off, and you look at your instrument, your DME, and when it shows 42.3, then you make a right, and what it say, follow ATC radar vectors to Sirmi. So actually everything is written. If you have FMC, if you're flying like Airbus or Boeing, you don't have to bother with that. It will do everything for you, so you don't have to bother. But if you're flying on instrument, like needles, like I showed you in the last tutorial, if you're flying on the needles in the old cockpit, then you need to read this. So you will set up in ADF, you will set up your Drvenik NDB. You're gonna set up that, and you will set up runway heading, and then you will also set up Zadar VOR here, and that is it practically. When you take off, you fly until you are 5 miles from this SATA, from that one. This is actually localizer, I believe. So you need to tune that first in your nav1 1110.5. So you need to tune that one. So you are flying, you measuring from your DME 5 miles from the beginning of the runway, from this VOR. You are measuring 5 miles. When it shows you 5 miles, you turn right into heading 319, and you are flying until your DME doesn't show what it need to show. It need to show 42.3 from the Zadar VOR, and then you make your turn, and you need to follow radar from there. That's why you have tune radar. If you don't have radar, you will not choose this departure. If nobody is online, if you don't know how to fly it, you will not choose this one. Then what we're gonna choose? If you already have a flight plan with this, you can always change your departure. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna check about Sirmi 8 Delta. Let me check where is it. Let me check where is it. Sirmi, let's see this one. Okay, let's see this one. Okay, this is already better. This is Sirmi 1 Victor. This is Sirmi 1 Victor. This one is already good. So it's also very simple. You have written everything here. You fly to Drvenik NDB until you 3000 feet. Then you turn to this split 901. And everything is written here. See, you need to be at 4,000 feet. Then on next waypoint, you need to be at 9,000 feet. And then on the last waypoint, you need to be flight level 110. And at Sirmi, you need to be 105 plus, actually. This one, you need to be below 110. Below, so that is below. Let me show you this. If you have like this, line and then altitude, that means it's restriction below. If you have line under your altitude, that means you need to be above that altitude. That is your restrictions. So now you know, here we need to be below 9,000 feet. Here we need to be below flight level 110. Here below 110. Here above 105. Okay, so you will choose either this departure or you will find some other departure. Let me check what else we have. This one is for runway 05. Okay, maybe we can find some other one. Let's see. Must be Sirmi 8 Delta. This is 8 Echo, this is 2 Delta. Sirmi 8 Delta, here, first one. Okay, most probably we will choose this departure. This departure is very straightforward. You fly, you turn, you make circle, and you go straight to Sirmi. And you don't need to have ATC for that, but still you have split radar frequency, airport elevation, transition altitude, everything, expect close-in obstacles, gusts. So it will warn you about if there is any special warning, it will be written here. Okay, this is altitude actually. So based on this color, you can see what is your minimum safe altitude. And also we have here certain restrictions. Let me go with you through them. So here we have above 480 feet. Here is above 8,000 feet. Here is above 5,000. We don't have below here, only above. Okay. So how we gonna fly this? Also, you will. Okay, this one is actually Sirmi 8 Delta is for runway 05, but doesn't matter. There is a similar. Always you have similar departure from one and another runway. It's logical, right? So if you are here, you will take off, you will fly in the heading of 059. As you see, climb on heading 059, track to 480 feet. After you pass 480 feet, you turn right to heading 147. See? And when you pass distance from split VOR, this is radial 107. This is a split radial. So how if you have FMC again, it's gonna do it for you. But if you flying on needles, you're gonna tune split VOR. And when you turn here in heading 147, you will fly until you reach the radial of 107 from the split VOR. And when you reach on that radial, when your needle combine, you know, when they align, then you will start a right turn to split VOR directly to split VOR. And after you pass VOR, you will fly on the radial 356. So you're gonna fly on the radial 356 from the VOR all the way to Sirmi. It's that easy, it's that simple. So if you're flying on needles, you will be super easy to handle this. So what you need to monitor is, and also see here you have speed restriction. So what it say? Maximum 185 knots until passing split VOR radial of 047. So this is 047. So when we make that turn, we cannot go faster than 185 knots. After we pass 047 and we go further there, then we can increase our speed to 250 knots or whatever is designated further in the chart, but we don't have any designation here. So that means we can fly 250 knots because 250 knots is maximum allowed speed below 10,000 feet. That is like general rule. So you need to first monitor 047 radial, and then when you here, you need to monitor 107 radial from the split VOR, and then you make your turn, and then you need to set up 356 radial and just fly straight all the way to Sirmi. And how you gonna know when you are on Sirmi? Simple. We have here one waypoint which is called D15 SPL or D12.9 EST. So what is that? EST is a small transmitter here on the runway, and split VOR is the big one. So you can choose either you're gonna, because we already following split VOR, we will stick to that SPL, Sierra Papa Lima, right? And then when we pass that VOR, we are on radial 356, we're gonna fly 15 miles. It will tell you in your DME reader there. Okay, I am now 15 miles. That means you are on the waypoint D15, Delta 15, right? And then another 24.2 miles and you will be on Sirmi. How you gonna know you will be on Sirmi? Simple. 24.2 plus 15, and then you see your distance. You just sum those two numbers and you have your distance, and you know, okay, now I am at Sirmi. Very easy. Okay, so this is our departure. Now we are on route and we are flying and everything is good. So what we need further is our arrival. So we are now on the route. Now we passed Sirmi and we are flying here to Monid, to Rudik and further. So now we are interested into this part, and that is our arrival. Okay, so our arrival is Rudik 6 Alpha at Zagreb Airport. So let's go and open up charts for Zagreb, and let's not be bothered with this. Let's click here and let's open up standard arrivals, and let's find the Rudik 6 Alpha if we can find. Okay, Rudik 6 Alpha, there it is. Here you have all standard arrivals, everyone for the both runways, but we are interested at Rudik 6 Alpha, so we're gonna click to that one. And what we can see here, okay, first of all, when you arriving, you need to know what is active runway. So how you gonna know? You will tune 80s and you will listen 80s and you will know, okay, 80s will tell me what is active runway on that airport. After you hear that, you will get your information, and then you will contact Zagreb radar, or they will contact you, whatever happened first, and you will tell them your position, you report everything, and you will tell them you're ready for descent, or they will tell you already descend to 6,000 feet or whatever. Anyway, this is your chart. So you're gonna contact Zagreb radar. You have here, of course, airport elevation. Altimeter is in hectopascals. Transition level is by ATC. It is not transition altitude. Now we are above. We are in above transition altitude. So when we descending, we need to get transition level, which will be designated to you by ATC, depend on what actually barometric pressure at this moment is. So it tells you contact Zagreb radar and descend as cleared by ATC. So here is title, and it will tell you max 250 knots below 10,000 feet, and it will tell you what arrivals you have on this chart. We have actually two arrivals. One is they are both Rudik. They are both Rudik arrivals. Just one is for runway 04, and another is for runway 22, I guess. I don't know. It was 23 before, but I believe now is 22. I'm not sure. Anyway, so for both runways, so this is chart. You have arrival from here or arrival from there. Okay, this is your minimum safe altitude from Zagreb VOR, and Zagreb VOR is here. You can see it's big on the chart. It's always big on the chart, so you cannot miss it. So this is your, so we are actually flying in this area, as you can see from the Zagreb VOR. we flying here. So in this area we have 2800 and then later 5100 from 058, and 058 from the VOR will be somewhere here in this area. So this is not our concern. Our concern is this here. Okay, easy. You have frequency of the VOR, you have frequency of the NDB here, you have certain distances, you have certain altitudes, and also you have information about hold. If you need to enter hold, you will enter hold at Papa India Sierra VOR. So this is information about hold. And in case of missed approach, also you will come to the hold at Papa India Sierra NDB. You also have a written procedure for the Rudik 6 Alpha for runway 04 and runway 22. I was right. And all other important information. So this is Rudik. This is where we are arriving from Monid. Just straight in, we will arrive at Rudik, and it will tell you here that is recommended altitude of 6,000 feet already. So you're gonna descend. This is not restriction. This is recommended altitude. So you will descend to 6,000 feet. And then here you want to be at 5,000 feet. And this is distances, by the way. From Rudik to this point is 12 nautical miles at heading 356. And then from here, how you gonna know when you need to turn to this waypoint? It's easy. You will tune Omarska VOR, which is very far, and you will wait for the radial of 299, and then when you align with the radial of 299, you know you need to make a right turn. That is simple. So it is everything explained. If you flying like I said, VOR to VOR on the old-fashioned navigation, you will have everything easy explained. So you tune this VOR, okay, you flying, okay, I passed Rudik, okay, now I'm here, 356, okay, when this one aligned, 299, okay, I'm turning right, and from my turn, I will start flying in this direction. This is going to be 299, right? And when you come here, you will actually look for a radial of 220 from the Zagreb VOR. See, 220. And then you know you need to turn left. Right. Very easy, very simple. Everything is written on the charts. So, okay, now we know how to approach. So this is our approach. So we know how to, actually this is our arrival, approach. And now we gonna, no, this is our arrival, I'm sorry. Approach is the next one. So we are landing at runway 04. Okay, so we have all direction here until Papa India Sierra, but after that we don't know how to come to the runway from Papa India Sierra. So we need another chart, and we're gonna go here, and we know we are landing on runway 04, and we wanna use ILS category 2 or 3 or ILS. It's totally whatever you can choose, depends what procedure you're doing. If you're flying at category 3 like Airbus, Boeing or something like that, you will choose this chart. If you are flying on a small airplane, you're gonna choose another chart. And here we are. Okay, so what we have here, ILS or localizer runway 04. Here you have many information on this chart. Many information. So you will also have ATIS, you will have Zagreb radar, you will also have Zagreb tower, because when you on ILS you will be handled to the Zagreb tower, who will give you clear to land, and also you will have Zagreb ground, which will tell you where to park later. You have localizer Zagreb. This is your localizer for ILS 04.109.5. This is final approach course for your ILS. And also you have that here, ILS DME. You can see here 04.109.5, and you have all that information here. Okay. And also to capture here, where is the beginning of the glide slope, is distance of 8.3 miles from the localizer. So when you are at 8.3 miles, you need to start your descent, unless you flying visual or something like that. And your intercept altitude for the ILS will be 3000 feet. So this is 3000 feet. Also you have your minimums here. This is your decision altitude or minimums, and this first number, the big one, is your baro minimum, and this one in brackets is your radio minimum. Okay, you have airport elevation and your runway elevation. You have also minimum safe altitude in relation to the Papa India Sierra NDB. So Papa India Sierra is in the center, and you know you're coming from here or from here or from here, and then you can see what is your minimum safe altitude. Then what else we have here? We have missed approach instruction. Climb straight ahead to 4000 feet to Zagreb VOR and hold. So if you are flying landing to runway 04, you will hold at Zagreb VOR. If you are landing to runway 22, then you're gonna hold to NDB Pisarovina, whatever. That's how it is. So it will tell you exactly climb ahead and hold, and then you're waiting for the instruction from ATC. Altimeter is in hectopascals. Runway elevation is this is in case, see, 13 hectopascals, that is runway elevation in case you wanna use QFE. Okay, then you have your runway elevation in hectopascals. Transition level will be designated to you by ATC already in approach, in arrival, and transition altitude is 10,000 feet, which you need to know in case you want to divert to some other airport or something like that. Here is certain obstacles which is written on the chart, so you know approximately where you are. And this is airspace, this is airspace boundaries, and also this is frequency of certain navigational aids, like for example Velika Gorica NDB, Kraljevac NDB, then you have Zagreb VOR, right? Then what we have, Pisarovina, Papa India Sierra NDB. So this is all frequencies, right? And here what is mostly important for you is written 043, and also you have here 043, that is your initial course to intercept the ILS. And also, like I said, you need to be at 3000 feet, but we're gonna see that here, because here you have let's say view from a side. This is view from above, like this is runway and this is your ILS, and this is view from a side. So we are flying at 3000 feet, we are coming at 8.3 distance from the localizer, and then we entering glide slope, and we are down on course 043 on our localizer, and we are descending, and then we landing to the runway. Everything is written here. And also, if you are this is for category A and B, if you are small aircraft and you are coming from some other direction, you can actually fly here in the heading of 212, and you can descend to 1900 feet, and actually you can intercept your ILS already here at 1550 feet at outer marker. You don't have to fly to 3000 feet. Depends. If you are a small aircraft, you can intercept from below the glide slope. That's why is here written that. You have ground speed and knots and also glide slope. So glide slope is standard 3% descent, and here is your vertical speed, and here is your ground speed. So if you are flying in approach, if you are flying 100 knots, in order to descend to stay in the glide slope, you need to set up your vertical speed to 531 feet per minute. That is the chart which will tell you how much regarding of your ground speed, how much you need to how steep you need to descend. Also you have here puppy lights. You can see here you have puppy lights, and also this is again frequency of Zagreb VOR. This is frequency in case of your missed approach. And we have here again our minimums if you are on ILS, and depends what category you are. So your baro will be 553 and your radio will be 200, and that's it. Everything else is not important for you, but you can read it. You can read it and you can remember. It is good to know. And after this, we are landed on the runway and we need to taxi out. So we will search for parking stands chart, and then okay, we landed on runway 04. So that means we will exit at Bravo, and then we gonna taxi to the designated parking. We can see here actually where are the parkings. This is one apron and this is another apron. This is actually new apron. So this is old apron because Zagreb have two aprons. Let me see if I can find the whole chart. Yes, here. Okay, so this is the runway. This is 04. This is a small apron. This is general aviation apron here. And this is new terminal, which is built for passengers and actually all jets or airliners coming here. And this one is more for military and general aviation. Now, before this was actually main terminal, before they built this one. But now when they have this one, now they're using this one only for cargo and general aviation and military also. So that is it. Very simple, very easy. I hope I was clear. In case you don't understand anything, you can write me down in the comment, or also what you can do is you can join my Discord. I actually leave the link already few videos ago. I leave the link for the Discord down in the description, and also you can have you can see it on the banner of my channel. And you can come to the Discord. Nobody come yet. I'm alone there, but if you want, you can come there and also talk with me. And if you have any questions or anything, just either write in the comment or come to Discord and I will be glad to help. Thank you very much for watching and see you in the next video.